Welcome to the parts of the caterpillar, the three-part card instructions. All right, let's learn about some larvae. Now, this is the larval stage of a butterfly in their life. And when we do the whole and part cards, we have the mute cards, which are just the pictures. Then we have the labeling cards, and then we have the correction cards. First, we're going to lay out the picture of the whole animal. This time, it's the caterpillar. And this is a monarch caterpillar. This is the caterpillar's head. It's a lot like our head. It has eyes on it and a mouth, but it has a couple of extra things. For one thing, it has antennas on it, little teeny tiny ones. And a spinneret to make silk. When a spider has a spinneret, it is at the end of its abdomen. When a caterpillar has a spinneret, it is underneath its mouth. Okay, now the next picture we have is of their little teeny tiny antennas. So small. They use their antennas to smell. And this one is hard to see as well. These are their little teeny tiny eyes. They do not see very far, but they can see movement, which allows them to hide from predators, and they can see light and dark, so they know where they're going. Otherwise, I'm not sure what else they can see with those teeny tiny eyes. We filled up this row, so I think I'm gonna start a new row right there. And next are those caterpillar jaws. They use them to eat, and they eat a lot. Lots of leaves and other things. Now, just back of its head are things people think are antennas, but they're not. They're front filaments. And in some caterpillars' case, I'm going to scooch these over just a tad. In some caterpillars' cases, they have a scent, so they will blow them up bigger. And as they blow them up and make them bigger, they have this terrible smell on them. And it makes the birds that want to eat them or the frogs that want to eat them think they're disgusting, so they just leave them alone. And they also have rear filaments. That way, a bird or a frog cannot figure out which way is front, and they might not be able to sneak up on them. Now, when the caterpillar turns into a butterfly, it's going to have three main body parts. It's going to have a head, a thorax, and an abdomen. And you can locate those parts on a caterpillar. This is the thorax. That is where his legs are going to be. And this part of the caterpillar would turn into the abdomen. So this is the thorax on a caterpillar, and this is the abdomen on a caterpillar. Now, on that thorax are something called true legs. So what's going to happen is when he completes his metamorphosis and turns into a butterfly, those little stubby legs are going to turn into long butterfly legs. And along the sides on the abdomen down here are these little tiny holes called spiracles. The spiracles are like the caterpillar's lungs. That is what they breathe through. And on the abdomen are these wonderful little legs called prolegs. When the caterpillar goes through metamorphosis and changes into a butterfly, those legs will disappear and he'll just have a long, slender abdomen. Now, there is something really special about this pair of legs right here. They're called the anal prolegs, and they have like little Velcro pads on their feet. So whenever the caterpillar wants to grow bigger, he's outgrowing his old skin, he will use his spinnerets and make a little pad of silk. He'll walk his anal prolegs onto them, wiggle them and hook them down with the Velcro, and then he will split his old skin and walk out in his new skin bigger. And I always find that amazing. They're called instars, and every time he molts and goes through an instar, he starts out as a little caterpillar, but comes out bigger. And I find that so amazing. All right, let's see if we can label things. Okay, this label says rear filaments. I think that's them. Those things that look like antennas at the end of their body to trick birds into thinking they're looking at them. True legs. Those are the legs that are going to turn into butterfly legs. Mandibles are a fancy way of saying jaws or mouth. Let's find the mandibles. There they are. Front filaments. Prolegs. Spiracles. I remember learning about insects and spiracles in school. Abdomen. Oops, stuck to my finger. Thorax. That's like the chest. The chest of a caterpillar. Antennas. Remember, they're teeny tiny ones right now. There they are. Ooh, this is the whole caterpillar, the larva stage of a butterfly. Let's see if I can scooch these around a bit. And his head. And those teeny tiny eyes. I have a hard time seeing them, which is kind of funny. Okay, so now we're going to do correction. We're going to find it. Yep. It's correct. See, the words are the same and the picture is the same. And now I have the true legs. Words are the same and the picture are the same. Front filaments. The whole caterpillar. The head. See? The teeny tiny eyes. Antennas. The thorax, where the true legs are. The abdomen, where the prolegs are. The spiracles that they breathe with. The prolegs that disappear. And the rear filaments that confuse predators. All right. So now you have a choice. You can make a booklet. And what you do is you have one page for each part. So on this one, I would color in the whole caterpillar and I'd write caterpillar. And this page, I would only color in the head. Very carefully, by the way. It is a science project. And then I would write the word head right here. In this one, I'd have to find those teeny tiny antennas and color them in. Whew. And I'm really glad they made the picture bigger so you could find those teeny tiny parts. And then you would write the word antenna in there. And you would keep going so that you had one page for each part. So you might have to copy more outline sheets. Now, one of the fun things that this set came with is large caterpillar pictures. So this one, you get to trace the lines and name all the parts. And this one, you get to write the word yourself. And look, it has a space for your name and the date as well. That would be a fun sheet too. It would be nice to have a booklet and really know the parts. And it would be nice to have a chart, like one of these, that you could post on your wall so that you can find the names of all of the parts of a caterpillar. Well, I hope you enjoyed how to make and use the 3-part card, Parts of a Caterpillar, work. Thank you.